Turn complete.
I think we'll settle just like here or something.
Production
Because we want to,
complete.
like, it overlaps a little with Gaia's Landing, though. Maybe I should move one further away. If I move here, it'll only overlap by one tile. Build a city on every other tile? That's too insane even for me. I know that's like, you know, infinite city sprawl is good. Tell you what, we'll build here. Garden of the Deep. Love it. Compsci Jedi, thank you very much. Hey, Quill, thanks for playing this game. I got many amazing memories of playing this with my brothers when it came out. Here's a small contribution to your whiskey and chocolate fun. Thank you very much, Compsci Jedi. Now, in the base game, you could do aquatic cities, right? One of the big things in the expansion was just that, like, one of the factions started in water, which, by the way, is super OP. Super OP. So we build the garrison there, just so we have a little bit of defense, and we'll want to double up on it soon, but we'll wait a little bit more for that. I'll probably start pumping out a sea farmer next over here, and we don't have to build a recycling center, because one of the big things with the sea spots is that they start with the... how do we get a list of all the buildings? Oh, right here. He starts with pressure dome, which is the same as a recycling center, so very good. You can also, in war, drown coastal cities. Yes! Will you be drilling aquifers and boreholes? We probably should. Aquifers are awesome because they actually start a new river from where you are. Alright, you have 2 units there. I think I'm going to go and park 1 unit right over
complete.
here.
Production complete. Turn complete. Production complete.
Excellent. So you're just going to
Turn
guard
complete.
that. We'll build some boats to explore
Turn
soon. We'll probably turn on
complete.
some auto-explore boats. What is the best and worst about coding? The best is how smart it makes you feel. The worst is how dumb it makes you feel.
Terraform complete.
So we've got 7 economy per turn. I think what I'm going to do here, that's not the button I want. This one. I'm going to go and focus a little bit more on eco. Oh, that's right. If you're not 50-50 balance, you actually get a penalty to your efficiency. I forgot about that. So 50-50 is much better. That's a smart system. I like that. But like, okay, you can focus more on economy, but you're taking a loss overall, you know, 8% there and 16% there, so it's better to be balanced. Not psych, we don't need that. There we go. You just summed up having expertise in anything. That's true. I guess it's sort of related to the Dunning-Kruger thing, right? Or whatever. It's like, if you don't know much about something, you don't realize you don't know much about something, so you sort of always go around kind of feeling smart and whatnot. And the more you know about something, the more you realize you don't know, so you end up feeling dumb all the time. It's like, yay! I thought the only bad thing about coding was typos and off-by-1 errors. Off-by-1 errors are really bad. Typos, you can mostly, you catch that in your compilation stage. It's just a syntax error, so it's usually not too bad. Okay, so you here are going to go now and level.
Turn complete.
And make it not rocky. It should make it rolling. I think it does it 1 step. But yeah, we need a lot more terraforming. Whoa! So there's world events here as well. Severe haze and clouds at Gaia's Landing. -1 energy in every square for the next 10 years.
Turn complete.
So that's hurting our income a little bit. Not that much, because most of our income is probably coming from the Flowers Preach. My integrity is noble. My might is only sufficient.
And I stood before him, and I sang unto her, and it appeared to listen. His very countenance rippled like the sea, and the sound of my own voice came back to me, distorted. For a moment, I thought she was mocking me, or it was non-sapient and mimicking me. Then I understood. The sounds were not important. It was how I affected his sounds and how she affected mine that transmitted the message. Prime function, Aki Zeta 5, 1 future.
So this is one of the techs from the expansion, but unlocks Aquafarms. So all kelp farms work by a base generate 1 extra nutrient. Sounds great.
Complete. Enemy project initiated.
Colonel Santiago is starting the merchant
Turn
exchange.
complete. Turn complete.
You must be the city named Stardew Valley. Quote makes more sense when the alien factions are present. Yeah, so there's in the expansion they introduced 2 alien factions, which work a fair bit differently in a few different ways. They actually like start the game later, but they start with like more stuff and more tech, and they never have blind research, and it's really kind of interesting.
Turn complete. Turn complete. Terraform complete.
All right, so this has been terraformed over here. Yeah, it's now rolling and moist. Excellent. So now we're going to go and terraform. And so we're going to want the farm solar road. Now it's already got the solar, so it should skip that step. I think it's smart enough for that. But we can actually build a farm now. If we check our Alt Force, you can see we can get some food out of the square, but a lot less minerals. It went from 4 as a max to 2 as a max. Although I think that's because it's already got the solar panels, so it can't build the farm a mine. I'm not sure. Anyway. Farm solar road. So basically, farm and road is what we're looking for here. It sounds like your colonists are least Gaia worshippers and more Cthulhu cultists. Well, that quote there wasn't from my character. And there, the other sort of eco freak is a lot more sort of Cthulhu weirdness. All right, so we got our sea formers over here, so we can start doing some more terraforming in the ocean. Now. Kelp Farms, mining platforms, tidal harness. I think tidal harness gives you energy. Kelp Farms clearly give you food. I don't think you can put multiple things on here. The sea ones are probably relatively safe to automate. Tell you what, I'm going to start with a kelp farm. We'll get our food up a little bit.
Drone riots.
Ah! So, nerve staple. So, we have a drone here. Now, I don't remember what a drone riot does specifically. Is it just that, like, because I know we have more drones than talents, which means we have drone riots. Does that mean they don't produce anything? And yeah, we could nerve staple them. It shuts down production? Nerve staple! People will not stand for nerve stapling. To accomplish such an atrocity, we need to increase our police rating. Oh! We can't nerve staple! Ah! So what we probably need to do is increase our psych then. To make people a little happier.
Production complete.
Right? Does it change right away? I don't know what 20% psych does. And yeah, we can have more police units. Does every police unit by default... 1 police unit allowed. No nerve stapling. Because we're at -1 police. This is the problem with the freaking Gaia people. They're all like, independent hippies, blah, 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 blah. So we start with -1 police built in. So we can only have 1 police unit. And we can't nerve staple. Oh, the horror, not being able to commit atrocities upon your citizens. What travesty is this? I know, right? I'm happy you agree with me. I don't know. Maybe we'll do this and we'll wait a turn and see. What we need are, like, more government policies, though. Can we... I don't know, a little bit of that. If we can get the non-lethal police, that's good, because 1 police unit actually counts as 2. And I think works even with a low police rating. Oh, that's right! You can stop producing in a tile. That gives you a talent. And later on you'll get to choose. Oh, we already do have the ability to choose what the talent is. Now, each talent... So it, like, weirdly stacks. Because this gives us a talent... Oh, because of the +2 psych, is that it? Because this is still a drone riot. But this one's not. Because the doctor gives +2 psych here. So now I can probably do something like actually bring that down. Bring this up. Rebalance. Yeah, we're going to be okay. Alright. Let's see how that does. It's nearing a major breakthrough. Human Genome Project.
Run rights have
know
ended.
what I've been told. I don't know what I've been told. Deidre's got a network node. Deidre's got a network node. Likes to press the on-off switch. Likes to press the on-off switch. Dig that crazy guy on witch. Dig that crazy guy on witch. Spartan, barracks, march. Yes, sir.
I was never quite sure why we got like a military chant for the network node. But I mean, the first line is, I don't know what I've been told, we just got a network node. I mean, okay, sure, fine. But after that, I'm like, alright, whatever. So what do you want to produce here? Probably, we need more formers, including sea formers. I think land formers, let's start, the rover formers.
Turn complete.
Oh, this is the Genome Project quote. To map the very stuff of life, to look into the genetic mirror and watch a million generations mark past. That, friends, is both our curse and our proudest achievement, for it is in reaching to our beginnings that we begin to learn who we truly are. Akademician Proctor Zaharov, address to the faculty. So Morgan Industries built the Human Genome Project. They get
Enemy
+1 talent
project
everywhere.
Initiated.
And then they're going to start working on the weather paradigm. Peacekeepers canceled, they're moving to virtual world. Bumper crops at Gaia's Landing, +1 nutrient in every square for the next 10
Production
years.
complete.
Alright, that's a lot of stuff going down. And the Wonder videos in the game are awesome. That's why we have to build some of them. So now that I've built that, presumably someone was saying that it could build a tidal harness on the same tile. So it's the same thing. It's mining or tidal.
Turn complete.
We'll probably just automate the sea formers, because I don't think they can
Complete.
kind of F up very
If
much.
you can discover a better way of life than office holding for your future rulers, a well-governed city becomes a possibility. For only in such a state will those rule who are truly rich, not in gold, but in the wealth that makes happiness, a good and wise life. Plato, The Republic.
Is that the
Plato
actual
Max.
quote? I don't know what I've been told. Deidre's got a network node. Like to press the on-off switch. Dig that crazy guy in witch. I did catch the last line with something about a witch. Oh, that's great. But I don't think that's a
Turn
fungal square, so we
complete.
should be able to do some good stuff there.
Enemy project initiated.
Everyone's working on the weather paradigm. Hey! Movie.
I shall not confront planet as an enemy, but shall accept its mysteries as gifts to be cherished.
Normally this is full screen.
Nor shall I crudely seek to peel the layers away like the skin from an onion. Instead, I shall gather them together as the tree gathers the breeze. The wind shall blow and I shall bend. The sky shall open and I shall drink my fill. Gaian Acolyte's Prayer.
Elevate the train much as possible, get more energy, don't need Cs. Yeah, so we terraform 50% faster. We can build condensers and boreholes. So condensers are interesting. Increase the rainfall in its own and all surrounding squares. Produce an additional +1 nutrient in its own square. Cumulative with farm bonuses. Use condensers to increase nutrient production drastically in dry areas. However, they have significantly negative ecological impact. Now, the ecological impact is... Oh, they're swapping their wonders. Is a value over here for eco damage. If it gets too high, you get problems. Now, technically, eco damage only applies to squares within a city's tile. So if you build condensers outside of a city's tile, which you can do in this game because this dashed line, this is actually our border over here. So you can build inside of your borders. Actually, you might be able to build outside your borders. I don't know. So we could build, say, a condenser over here if we wanted, and it wouldn't count as eco damage in our city. And then we get increased rainfall in the adjacent tiles. So, you know, there's some cool, funky stuff you can do. I would still love to get the virtual world. It would be really helpful for us, but someone switched production from one secret project to this one, so they probably have a fair lead on it, so I don't think we're going to be able to go forward with that. Instead, I'm going to focus a lot more on some formers and stuff like that. I'm going to get another sea colony pod here. You know what? Hold on. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and build one ship to patrol the seas and explore for us. And then I'm going to queue up a sea colony pod after that. More cities. Oops. Flat and rainy. Yeah, go ahead and oh yeah, condensers, echelon mirrors, thermal boreholes. We can terraform up and down. So if we terraform this tile up, we could get it. I don't know how high you get when you do that, but we could get it to be high enough to give us even more energy. But I'll just go farm solar road.
Turn complete.
I'm gonna hurry
Request
this.
confirmation.
I don't know how, where's my actual bank account? Oh, down here, 193 energy. Yeah, we need to hurry more things.
Request confirmation. Production complete.
So Recreation Commons gives you fewer drones, which is good. I'm gonna get another rover former set up over here. Instead of another rover colony pod, I'm gonna get more rover formers. So this colony pod, in theory, and I don't think I can go on the fungus. I might have to go and remove the fungus with someone and then settle there. I think that's what we're going to have to do. Meanwhile, over here, I'm just going to go and automate the sea former. Fully automate former. I mean, we could have it automate the home base. I think when it's done improving the home base, then it, like, will stop and let us know that it needs new command. I can terraform up and down in the seas as well. You get more if you lower sea level. Terraforming the edge of the island, get more terrain, that's true. 3,000 meters is the highest we can get. Just waiting for Quill to plant forest. Yeah, we'll probably do that soon. We're going to automate this guy.
Complete. Production complete.
Gaian engineers built their first naval vessel. Hooray!
Drone riots.
Fable Scroll, thank you very much! There's only one solution to the virtual world issue. Peacefully convincing the city that contains it of your eco-friendly ways. Especially if Santiago gets it. That'll show her soldiers for poking. And actually, the thing is, we could save up enough money, send a probe team over there, and just recruit the city. Okay, Gaia's Landing's having tons of issues. I mean, effectively, it's only got 3 population, despite being 6 population. Alright, so this sea colony pod is going to be told... I'm just going to tell it to auto-explore. Boop. Auto-explore versus automate unit. I think automate unit will get them to attack, like, sea fungus things and things like that, which actually is often good. Yeah, no, just auto-explore is going to be okay.
Turn complete. Drone riots have ended.
So, construct base is lit. Actually, yeah, you cancel your orders. Synth Metal Garrison, you wake up.
Indigenous life forms.
Fortitude odds in our favor. Excellent. Planet Pearls recovered. Energy reserves increase. Now, I don't know if you're guaranteed to be able to move into this tile safely now, or not. I think so.
Turn
okay,
complete.
Good.
Turn complete. Production complete.
So you're going to move into that tile to help guard it.
Invalid base site.
Yeah, we'll have to go and clear that fungus. I believe we have the ability to do that, though. And you're just going to chill where you are. A rover over here. Build more rover farmers. I think instead you're going to switch to a sea former. My favorite is when you get... There's an upgrade you can get, which makes trance units. That gives you a bonus to psychic combat, and it's really good to keep your rovers protected to give them that. And also it names them transformers. They're more than meets the eye. Yes, I'm playing with the expansion. Expansion makes the game a lot. It's not required, but it is better. And I mean, if you buy it on GOG.com, then it comes built in. I guess we're going to start with that tile, because it's awesome. And the rovers make a big difference with your formers, because they can move and start to build on the same turn, which is great. So this is flat, rainy. It doesn't really matter what we build as the secondary building over here. I could plant forest in this tile. That just sets it to 222, right? Since it's not elevated, and it's not rainy. So, yeah, how good is the forest? Balanced but limited. Sometimes expand. If I recall, colony pods stand exactly the same chance military units against mindworms, provided they have the same morale. I don't remember if they can attack mindworms. But yeah. I don't remember if this sets the 2 or what we'll get. Like, if I go... Because in theory, you can get 5 food out of this tile. Tree farms make it better. Well, you know what? I guess there's only one way to find out. Let's plant a forest here. But if I recall correctly, if my sort of like calculation was if the tile was low and flat, there's no reason to build mines or solar collectors, so farms or forests end up being better.
Turn complete.
And they spread, and you know what? It's nice and ecological. She's back! Eco daft followers remain a force to be reckoned with. We're formidable, she's potent. Pay me 50, and we'll stop the war. You know what? I think I'm tempted to do that. I don't want her to go around ripping up. She's got slightly more advanced units over here, and she can cause... I'm just going to pay her off. Alright, blood truce. Yeah, she doesn't like me enough to trade data. Weird dwarves do not need trees. Forests are pretty good later. Tree farms and hybrid forests. That's right, I remember that. So you're just going to hold position here. You're going to keep
complete.
chilling. And yeah, we'll move probably this guy over there. Once he becomes available.
Drone riots.
Arg!
Terraform complete.
That's why we need cops.
Complete.
We can nerve
Drone
staple more
riots have
people.
ended.
I didn't name the island I named on. We should name the island. I might want to remove this fungus just for now. Or build more forests near it. Of course, moving in there might, like, you know, cause some problems, but... Let's go over here. This is at least rolling, so that's going to be a decent one for the mine. Farm Mine
Turn
Road.
complete.
And yeah, I'm going to move to there.
Turn
So that we can
complete.
remove the fungus from that square. I do need recreation centers, you're right. We will be building that soon. Is that? I think that's the same unit. I think it got
Turn
interrupted.
complete.
Because I think there's zone of control in this game, although it's a little
Our
hard to
first
see.
challenge is to create an entire economic infrastructure from top to bottom out of whole cloth. No gradual evolution from previous economic systems is possible because there is no previous economic system. Each interdependent piece must be materialized simultaneously and in perfect working order. Otherwise, the system will crash out before it ever gets off the ground. CEO Norman K. Morgan, the Centauri Monopoly.
Hey, Bodums, thank you very much. Hey, Quilla, I've only been watching over the last year, but congrats on the stream record. Keep up the excellent work. Pro tip, counter the mindworms with Hypnotoad or Fry. Oh, we need like a card game based on this stuff. Yeah.
Turn complete.